Iram of the Pillars, located on the Arabian Peninsula, is one of the most well-known desert cities described in legends that date back nearly to the dawn of human settlements. The concept of a sophisticated, powerful city developing amid one of the most challenging climates and terrains on Earth has always fascinated people, and NEOM aspires to become something more credible than just another oral myth passed down through the ages. In this video, we are going to explore the NEOM city called The Line, Saudi Arabia. Let's get into it. Most of the nations in the world are supporting the creation of smart cities to provide better life to their urban citizens. Saudi Arabia, which has been known for its oil resources, is not an exception. The country has started the constitution of a smart city called NEOM from scratch. NEOM, which stands for the vision of what the future could be, is the city's mission statement. It will put Saudi Arabia on the map of smart cities. The idea of NEOM is made up of two words, the Greek prefix neo, which means new, and the fourth letter of the Arabic word Mustaqbal, which means future. The project is a way to promote two things at once. Plans are in place for both the NEOM Smart City and the Line, a line of cities that will stretch across the Middle Eastern country. Sustainability and the environment will be just as important as technology. NEOM Smart City demonstrates high profile of new urbanism, design, architecture, and technology principles. It will have own tax and labor laws and unique judicial system in order to provide a healthy environment to its region-specific residents, investors, and employees. NEOM says it is a blueprint for tomorrow that shows how people can move forward without hurting the health of the planet. It is a $500 billion project that is part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan to get the country off of oil, the industry that made it rich. NEOM will cover a total area of more than 26,500 square kilometers, which is bigger than both Kuwait and Israel. Its developers say that it will have its own legal system, separate from Saudi Arabia's current system, that will be written by investors. Ali Shidabai, a former banker who is now on NEOM's advisory board, says that the mega-territory will have a city called The Line that is 170 kilometers long and will run straight through the desert. If that sounds unlikely, Shidabai explains that the line will be built in stages, block by block. People say this is some crazy project that's going to cost gazillions, but it's going to be built module by module in a manner that meets demand, he says. NEOM is a term for a bigger idea. It is a closed joint stock company that was set up in 2017 with an estimated budget of $500 billion. Developers say that the urban design focuses on people and not on infrastructure, and that walkability will define daily life. All essential daily services, such as schools, medical clinics, leisure facilities, and green spaces, will be within a 5-minute walk. The goal of the project is to build neighborhoods that are easy to get around on foot, and that include public parks and the natural landscape. It will connect the coastal desert, the mountain, the upper valley. The Line wants to talk about the problems of people moving to cities in large numbers and damaging the environment. NEOM's strategy for the environment will be based on 5 basic ideas: understand, sustain, protect, inspire, and enhance. The new city will help people see conservation and saving the natural beauty of the area as a whole. The city will only use energy that comes from natural sources. Also, it will follow the rules of being responsible for the environment. It will set up a framework for all business rules to encourage sustainable and regenerative development. Also, it will develop 100% clean energy so that it doesn't have to deal with pollution like the big cities of today. Also, they will use green construction to make sure that growth doesn't hurt the environment. To be carbon neutral by 2030, the project will also use cutting-edge technology, such as green cement and sustainable supply chains. Due to its location, NEOM has a lot going for it. It is close to a lot of beaches and gets a lot of sun. So it would be easy to turn cheap energy from the sun and wind into something else. Few countries in the world have access to large amounts of cheap renewable electricity. The main idea is to focus on people, not cars, when building communities. Everything would be easy to get to on foot in less than 5 minutes. This will leave a lot of room for greenery and natural beauty in the landscape. This will also give people in the different communities a chance to get to know each other and talk to each other. The official website NEOM.com says that 380,000 new jobs will be made possible by the line. It will help the economy become more diverse and add 180 billion Saudi riyal to the GDP by 2030. The development of NEOM will not only help the economy of Saudi Arabia, but it will also help the circular economy. To save resources, the city model will try to cut down on waste and make products last longer. It will happen through the choice of materials, the type of cement used, and systems for making energy from renewable sources. It is a design for cities in the future that has never been used. The project will take into account how people live and how it fits in with nature. The idea behind urban design is to divide the line into 3 layers: a surface layer for people to walk on, and 2 underground layers for transportation and infrastructure. By burying the transit system, 95% of the natural environment in the area will be preserved. In the secret documents that the Wall Street Journal looked at, there are a lot of science fiction ideas for the city. People say it will have machines that see clouds to change the harsh landscape, sand that glows in the dark, and a huge artificial moon. The line is held up by an underground layer of physical and digital infrastructure called the spine. It will have the utilities and transportation services that are necessary. The system will work for power that is made and used locally. Along with this, it will work on better connections, which will make energy distribution even easier. NEOM will also have self-driving transportation and very fast transit. All the things you need every day, like schools, hospitals, and even green spaces, will be within a 5-minute walk. Residents will be able to use ultra-fast public transportation to get around in the infrastructure layer. It will use AI and robots that will keep getting better over time. Over time, they will learn and grow. Also, more than 90% of the data will help to make a system that can predict what will happen. It will help make things better for people and businesses. The Saudi government, PIF, and other local and foreign investors will put in most of the $500 billion needed for the project The Line. By 2030, there will be 1 million people living there. In terms of smart cities, are the ambitions to create a green city in the desert really sustainable? Will the project actually go ahead, or will it end up on the list of abandoned projects? We will start seeing the answers to these questions in less than 3 years' time. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be updated on what's more in store for you. See you next time.